This video will show how to generate registration keys for students and parents for Gradebook's Parent Access. First, you click on the PA admin screen, and then you click the first menu option, Registration Key Maintenance, and then you click Generate New Keys. So when you click that tab, you can select the All My Buildings or individual buildings that you're responsible for, then click Generation Registration Keys. When that processes, it will return back with the number of keys or new keys that were generated for your parent and students. In order for a registration key to generate, the student must have a primary contact set up in Dazzle. Along with that contact, you should also have the email address of the parent they are going to use when they register the parent account. Once the process has completed, you can select one of your buildings, click the Go button for your filter, and you can see what registration keys have been generated for these parent and students. So if we have our students, okay, and then here we have a few as far as the parent key. So in our demo, this is our demo database, we do have some parent keys that are out there. In order for you to add additional keys for students, you can bring up the student's last name. So if I search for the student file zone, okay, if I need to add another parent account, I simply click the arrow to the left of this, and then I say add key for parent use. Now when I click this, it's going to ask for what contact am I tying this to. So we need to make certain that we have the contact added in Dazzle student information first before I can actually link and add a new parent key. So in order for me to generate another parent key, I need to jump back to student information. And go to the student. So we go to sys, student contact summary. And here we see, here's the primary contact that was set up. So if I edit this account, at this point, even though we have a primary contact set up, we do not have an email address that the parent can log in as. So we need to add an email address. So if this is for the primary, we can call this, we'll just call it Ramona alzone@gmail.com. This is just a made up email address. Click save. So that shows up under that account. In order for me to add another parent account, we have to add another contact. Okay, so then we can type in, if this is supposed to be Eric Alzone. Okay, we're just going to say same as student address, add a new email address. We're going to make him, let's say this is his work, and we're going to call this Eric Alzone work@gmail.com. And we go and click save. Okay, so now if we jump back into parent access, okay, so now when it's not going to generate another parent key, but if I now click on Gina and I say add key for parent use, we now have this one here to select from. So we have the radio buttons already selected, and we say generate parent key. So that's how you're able to add additional parent keys when there are multiple parents or guardians that need to have access to that particular student. Okay, so now we have another parent key. This one's for Eric, and this one's for Eric and Ramona's email address. If you no longer need that parent key, it's not needed, or it was created by accident, you can click this delete option to remove it. A parent key can only be used one time. Once it's been successfully registered, that key is no longer valid. And the way you can tell that is that once the accounts, we'll bring up a different student here, once an account has been created, it's like this one here, metadata and parent, that registration key disappears. Okay, so it's no longer valid. So these keys will hang out. These keys only expire after they've been used. So these can actually carry on from year to year if they've not been used by the parent. This concludes how to use the registration key maintenance and generate new keys and add additional parent keys in Gradebook's Parent Access.